Hello guys, today we are going to see how we can install Linux or virtual machine. We are using Oracle virtual machine for this purpose. So what we are doing is creating a snapshot of a virtual machine. So for this purpose we have started with add option in this virtual box, and then we are defining some parameter. We have given the file name of a hard disk that will act as a uh, storage space for installation of our Linux operating system, and uh, we are setting up certain parameters like from where it is going to boot, and what will be the installation media. And for that purpose we have defined a virtual hard disk file in our system. So here it is. We have given all the parameters, and now we are starting the installation. We have given the path of the boot ISO file from which it is going to be booted, and installation will start. So installation is now starting, and you can see that we choose first option, and now we are moving forward. Now what is happening that we have booted from the installation media, and after the booting uh, we can start the installation. We'll get an option to install it, and then we have selected that one, and now we are installing the media. So we have selected language here. Our preferred language is right now English, and keyboard setup is here. Definition of the keyboard, English US keyboard is selected. I want to install some multimedia codecs, so that option is can be checked. If you are not going to listen audio and video on Linux, then you can skip this option. You don't need to check for install multimedia codecs. So we have pressed continue, and now it is asking to erase the disk, which if you remember that we have provided the file name and that will act as a hard disk. So we choose the option erase this and install Linux Mint. If you want to have some partitions, then you need to select the something else. So it is going to write changes. I mean, it is going to format the particular selected disk and install the Linux over there. We have given the regional settings like country name and time zone, and now we are going to give name, our name, username, and password, initial password. Now when we give this password, it is going to act as a administrative password. If we select login automatically option, then it is not going to ask you input the password, and you will logged in the GUI mode directly without giving the credential. But for performing administrative tasks, you need to give the password. It is copying files on the hard disk and installation is started. First, it will extract the files, then it will install. You can see some of the features available over the Linux, and some description is already given in the. You can read out all the description while installation. So you can browse the web. Uh, what you can do over Linux is written over here. Like you can have Firefox, Netflix, YouTube, all the multimedia content that you can play over Linux. You are not going to miss out features of Windows, and mostly it will look like and work like Windows. Firefox is the native browser for Linux, and it is going to be installed. Spotify is a music software, so you can use it for Linux. You can listen to the music, and we already selected the codecs, so you can listen the MP3 and other formats. On Linux, you can have LibreOffice, that will act as a Microsoft Office. If you are using it in Windows, LibreOffice is open source tool for desktop applications. You can watch movies, videos using VLC, MPV, celluloid softwares. VLC is a popular software, and you can install it later on. By default, I think it is not available. So let's see how it is going to finish. Uh, Over here is meanwhile you can learn about different programs that you can use it in the Linux. GIMP is a image editing tool. You can use it in Linux. That is a very powerful image manipulation program. There is another vector graphics program. Inkscape is there. That is a open source software, and by which you can create your vector graphics. Now we are moving towards the end of the video. and end of the installation of the Linux Mint. So wait till the installation ends, and there are few important tips that we can do in the end so that it will be installed properly onto the virtual machine. It is going to finish in few moments. All the files are copied to the virtual hard disk. Now it is asking to restart. We have to check one important thing when we are going to restart it, because we have made the installation media as a bootable disk. So if we restart it in this mode, it is going to boot from that ISO file once again. That we have to remove. We have to edit that particular virtual machine settings so that we can, it is not going to boot from that particular boot media. And we want because we want to boot from our local virtual hard disk instead of booting from the media from which we have installed. So we are going to edit, we are stopping the virtual machine and we are going to edit the settings. Here you can see we are removing this bootable media. Now we are going to start the virtual machine. That's the key. So our Linux is booting from virtual hard disk, and now our entire installation is completed. Let's check it out how it is performing. It will take some time to boot depending on the virtual machine's resources and system's capacity. You have to give the password which you have provided while you are installing. Okay, so we are here and this is the welcome message, and thanks for watching. It's completed.